Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play GearCity with me, Alpha Pi Omega and Republic Motors. So in the last episode we have left right after the First World War and, after the end of the First World War and the renewed massive production that we had. We can't unfortunately see the current production, so we'll have to fly in blind, but I think that it's safe to say that we have some work to do. Now, what I want to mention is that we have opened a new factory in St. Louis. I believe we have a branch there. Yes, we could redesign it, which we won't. But this branch will allow us to produce more Natalias and Julias, because I think that's where the cars or the main production or main profit of our company lies. I don't know about these cities though, all of them. Okay, Atlanta is definitely good, so let's get Atlanta. Not so big, let's go like this. Charlotte has 51,000, Richmond 145, Norfolk 107. Let's get Richmond, and I'm actually thinking of doing Toronto and Montreal, so let's get those as well. They're slightly bigger, so I'm going to increase the sizes of the office, especially in Montreal. Oh, wow, that's expensive. But okay. And yeah, let's skip the same one in Toronto. So now we'll need to set the production for the new factory in St. Louis. I'm going to go with one line producing, let's go with 130 Julias. Sure, I'm gonna assign one to you, one to you, one to you, and we'll deal with that later. And let's say Rudolphs. They're still fairly popular. So we're gonna produce, let's say 120 Julias. We're gonna produce, hey wait, that's not Natalia, that's Victor. Okay, where's Natalia? Here. And the other one is here. Okay. So let's produce 100 and 100. We'll see after 1 month how they're performing. And let's produce 60 Rudolphs. Okay. We also need to set the price for the new branches. So let's do that. Toledo, all of these. Okay, Richmond, we're gonna go with the same prices as we did before. So it's 4,300, 495, 3 and 20, 3,000, 420. And then there's 4,855. 4,855. What was the 55? And then 5, 12, 3, 3, and 3. Okay. 5, 12. Oh, and those are what? Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, those are set already. That's weird. Now, Atlanta. It's gonna be the same. Yeah, we can see the, oh, actually, 435. We can see the prices here, so the changes are fairly minuscule. Actually, I think we can, let's set it based on North America. I think the prices are set in a way it's gonna work everywhere. Yeah, it shows the highest price that you pay, so that makes a lot of sense. And we didn't open any new offices in Europe. So let's end the turn and see what's gonna happen. Okay, we lost some, oh, but that's because we paid $2,249,000 in taxes. So what are the production like? Reserves. Well, we're not selling any New Yorkers. Okay. That definitely needs to be checked. So where do we miss some production? We're producing too much Rudolphs. We're producing not enough Victors. Too many Natalias. No, that's... Yeah, too many Natalia P's. Missed sales. Rudolphs could be... That could be more of them. Okay, the production is very uneven, but first of all, we need to stop producing. Whoever's producing New Yorker needs to end. Yeah, New Yorker, no. New Yorker, no. Oh, here it is. No New Yorker. And let's produce instead. Touring. Sedans. Could we dilute some production? Okay, so which ones do we have too many of? Natalia P. So let's go with you to 60. And let's put 2 production lines here. And set it like this. Okay, so that makes sense. And we are going to drop the price of the New Yorker across the board. We need to get rid of those and end the production. I don't want them anymore. Do we have any news? Oh yes, hero vehicle sales. Okay, we sold 4 New Yorkers. New vehicle body types. Elvis, Tudor, Gardner. We upgraded factor in London, okay. And we have the new layout U, and we have the new branches with competition. So we have 3 new production lines. Awesome. So I think we might want to let's put this like this. Can I make them a bit more qualified? And I'm gonna produce 140 of Julia's. And I think we can open new branches in here. Any place where we could. Which reminds me that I probably didn't Zurich and Stuttgart. Oh, they're fairly far. Let's open branches here and here. We need to put on marketing. So let's go with Europe. And 360, 420, 3000, 450, 5,005. Okay, and I don't see the old models here. It kind of sucks, but okay. Let's end one more turn, see what the production is like. Okay, we made 3,208,847. So I can say that the production is now very well optimized. We're making a massive amount of money. And that will allow me to go to my next point, which is we are going to design a new car today. I'm sure, are there any news? Nope. So one thing that I want to check, actually, let's do it this way. One thing that I have, and I want to check, and that I have very low experience with, almost none, is the racetrack. You can get your cars into various races here, and if you win, you get prizes, and increased marketing and prestige, stuff like that. And also we probably win money. But for that we need a sports car. Before I forget, one thing that I wanted to do. Where's New York? New York. Okay, let's go higher on that marketing. Okay, apply to all. So we need a sports car. We need a sports car. But if we look at a sports car, what sports cars need is not actually what we can provide. They want performance, handling, and power. No fuel, no safety, no luxury, no cargo, and very low dependability. So we don't really have anything for that. We do have a very strong engine. When you remember, we have the locomotive, which has a huge power of 121 horsepower and torque of 526 Newton meters. But this is a heavy truck engine that probably has awful acceleration and would not be worth our time. So we're going to design a new engine that's going to be specifically for our sports cars. I'm going to see if we can do something with it. Actually, I could modify it, but that's too expensive. Spark Mark III could be modified. Flame could be modified for decent price. And Spark 4 can be modified for decent price. Awesome. Okay. Do we want to improve this one? What? Let's do it one more time. We're gonna upgrade this locomotive. And the gearbox will be another important thing for our car. But I think we actually have... We might design just everything, you know. Muscle 2, we can upgrade. It's gonna have 412 Newton meters. But that one actually has a lot of power and performance, so we could maybe use this one. Yeah, okay, so we'll need to design an engine that has maximum torque of 420. We could upgrade the Sire 2. Okay. And the manual cannot be upgraded. Okay. And the chassis is another thing. The chassis is another thing that we need to probably get a different one, because the leather is awful and spine has durability and stuff like that. So we need another chassis for that as well. So let's start with the engine for our sports car. That's going to be very important. We have a lot of choices here. And we have some even new choices here. Wow, the U layout and the W layout. So we were using the V layout. The V engine uses two banks of cylinders attached to a single crankshaft. This configuration is very common. It reduces both the weight, length, and height of a straight engine. V engines can support more cylinders because of their compact size compared to straight engines. In most cases, it also has a lower weight per displacement than U engines. The V engine's design is more expensive than straight engine designs. So basically it's like, I didn't know that. So you have a straight engine. Straight engines have all their cylinders aligned in a row with no offset. These types of engines are easy to design, build, and run smoothly. The increased length is the major drawback of the design. Size becomes an issue with more cylinders. Straight engines are a reliable option without sacrificing potential power. So you have that, and then you have the V, which is basically the straight engine split in the middle. But then you have the U layout. So what's the U layout better for? Nothing. It's actually worse than everything else. A U engine is two straight engines joined by gears or chains. This design is heavier than V, thus less used. U engines allow for more cylinders than straight engines because of their compact size. The major drawback of the U engine is its weight. The design has almost double the components than other similar compact design. So the V engine is... Yeah, I can see that it's basically two straight engines, same. But what's the... It has worse length and width, worse reliability, and worse weight. Okay, I guess it needs slightly less design than... Or maybe it... No. Okay, so V is better than everything. And what about the W? Oh. Okay, that one has more smoothness, but less everything. How many cylinders? 12 cylinders. The V can get 12. and you can get 12. Okay, so I guess there might be difference as we go further, that maybe the V can do like, say, 12 max, this one will be like 16 max, and W might be like 24. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out something here. W engines have 3 banks of cylinders on a single crankshaft. They have high power potential but are complex, costly, and difficult to build. We also have the X layout. An X engine is 2 horizontally mounted V engines that share a crankshaft in the center. Similar to a W, this design has 4 banks of cylinders. Such designs were inefficient, complex, and overweight, but showed some potential in large scale and a high performance engine. For us, really the V layout seems the best of all. What about the radial and rotary? Radial engines face their cylinders outward from the crankshaft. This gives them a star look when viewed from the front. Aircraft and military vehicles use this layout because of their short length and easy cooling requirements. The design offer has an odd number of cylinders and does not operate with stereotypical valve train system. And rotary engines are similar to radial engines in their cylinders. In that their cylinders face outwards from the crankshaft. Unlike radial engines, however, the rotor engine has a fixed position crankshaft. The entire cylinders block of the rotor engine rotates around the crankcase. This is useful in aircraft as it made proper mounting much easier. Like radial engines, the rotor engines has an odd number of cylinders. The engine's short length make it useful in applications such as airplanes and tanks, but the centrifugal force generated by rotating the engine will have drawbacks that limit its power potential and prevent it from being used more widely. So this has great reliability, length, and smoothness. Compared to V, this one has worse length with smooth. I'm drawn to the radial and rotary layouts because honestly these types of engines are used in Mazda cars, the sport Mazda cars. So let's try to see what the rotary engine would do to us with, say, 9 cylinders. We're gonna go with the gasoline and let's go. Okay, I think in this one we're gonna go with sleeve because it has worse reliability, but has more smoothness and more RPMs. It's way more expensive and way harder to design. Well, okay, and we're gonna go with supercharged. So, we decided that we're gonna use the Muscle 2 gearbox, which has a maximum input of 412 Newton meters. We are not even close. Not even close. And while it is already a huge issue. So we're going to increase the size, but I can increase the torque here. And by increasing the revolutions, we can get more horsepower. Fuel economy we can disregard, which will even further increase the performance of the engine. I'm going to focus on performance, fuel economy does not concern us, and dependability. Okay, so we're at 68 horsepower and 197 torque. So I think the layout, I don't think we need to reduce the engine length, that's so small, but the width we'll need to lower as much as possible. And we're gonna need to lower the weight as well. We want the engine to be as light as possible. So we're looking at 197 torque now with 68 horsepower. So if I increased the bore and stroke to 100, okay, we're at 118 horsepower now and 385 torque. We can go slightly higher. So if I went with 110 here, okay, that's too much. That would be 423. So 105, okay. And 105 here, 102. Okay, that's perfect. 125 horsepower and 412 torque. I think that this is exactly what we can... 412, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so this engine will have a length of 406 Newton meters and width of slightly over a meter. It's going to have power of 125 horsepower and torque of 412 Newton meters. Engine weight is 189 kilograms. Okay, that's not that bad. I think compared to locomotive, which is bigger, way bigger, has a much bigger displacement and weighs 324 kilograms, but it has slightly less horsepower but more torque. Peak RPM 1700. Okay, so the RPMs are actually slower here, or lower. And this engine is actually cheaper. We might consider switching this engine instead of the locomotive. It might actually be a better choice for us. It's cheaper. Would this fit in the Samsung 2? It would fit. Okay. So we might be onto something here. I don't mind this. This is pretty good. It's very light. I think that the locomotive was like 326 kilos. 324. It has better smoothness. Worse power though. Yeah, that's the torque, but we can't use the torque anyway, so what do we care? And it's a radial engine. Okay, so design focus we checked, technology we checked. Actually, I think material quality could lower the... Yeah, it lowers the weight. It also increases the cost significantly though. How much would we lose? 7 kilo. Okay, I don't think that's a good idea. Manufacturing techniques, those increase the performance. Technology increases the performance. I don't think we need any of these. They would make the engine way more expensive, and we already have maximum of what our gearbox can actually do. So let's do this. Let's call this, the design. We're gonna slow it down a bit to save a bit of money. Let's go with 61920. It's gonna cost 243,000. Actually, you can go slightly lower. 219,000. Okay. Wait, yeah. Okay. I was afraid that it changed the price of the material. 227. So let's call this. It's not gonna be locomotive. It's gonna be bonfire. Bonfire. It's going to be done in 14 months. So now we're going to need to get a new chassis for it. So let's get the backbone frame. I think this one has the highest performance, doesn't it? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that the best of everything is the air suspension. Okay. So we need you maxed out on performance. So let's select the engine, the bonfire. Okay, maximum supported engine length can go down. Maximum supported engine width can go up. Okay, we need as low performance as possible. Low length, because that increases the performance. Track width needs to be slightly higher. Okay, if I want like this, yeah, that's better. Dependability, performance 51. Frame height makes it lighter and cheaper, but it lowers the strength. We don't care about the strength. Frame weight increases performance, so let's make it lighter. Now, the suspension stability. Do we want it free? Okay, that increases the performance, so let's do that. Ride comfort. Okay, increase that performance. Concerned. Braking concerned. Durability concerned just because we're us. We shouldn't, but okay. Performance max out, ride control max out, strength we don't care about, dependability max it out. Do I see correctly? 5 million? Are you joking, game? Okay, so I can get it to 2.5 million if we wait 14 months for it. What if we want 24 months? The game. Why are you doing this to me? I want June 1921. Okay, June 1921. Then we're gonna get to a price of 929,000. The reason why I'm doing this is that I don't want to pay 2.5 million for this project, and the bonfire will be ready in 14 months. So in another 12 months, we'll be able to upgrade the bonfire and make it even better. So it could be feasible to just wait 1 more year and then put it in. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be maddening. But okay, and let's call this supercar. Jesus Christ. Okay, but we got the chassis, we got the engine, we got the gearbox, and all we'll need to do is just design the sports car. Let's see what kind of things we can do here. Customize. So we have the Auburn, we have the all car, and we have the 12. The 12 looks good. Yeah, Auburn looks. Now we're gonna go with the 12. We want a sports car just for one, and we're using the all car for Natalia's. So, well, I could design a slightly different car. What kind of cars do you have? Oh, this is an old design. Okay, but what if I wanted body designer? Finished. Design body, pre-design. There are some designs here that you can use. Oh, this one is nice. And this one. I like to sometimes look at these designs, what they do with the cars. This one is really nice. Well, it's actually a pretty neat idea to put the extra wheel on top like that. Wall door. So very nice looking. But, oh, I like the idea of the exhaust like that. Oh, this one is... Wow, this looks like a 1950s car. Roadstar 1934, Speedster 1939, Smith Speedster, that's decent as well. Spirit. Oh, this one is also looking damn nice. We're gonna see, maybe we're gonna get a different type of car. But I just wanted to check one thing, and that's if we use the current type of current things that we have, what kind of rating would we get? So if we use the Samson 2 and the locomotive and the muscle 2 gearbox, we'd have, let's go with just pre-design, doesn't matter. We'd have a specific of 49, and that's without any tweaks. So with the new components, we'll be able to get somewhere to like 65, I believe. It's gonna be super expensive, but we really want it just for the racing. So yeah. One more thing, I wanted to see the contracts. If there are some contracts for sports vehicle. Oh, maybe we could actually submit an offer for the police force. Though they want it way cheaper, and then we are able to sell it. What about aircraft engines, vehicle engines, ship engines? Wow, we can. We're just. Oh, Rotterdam shipyard would take the locomotive engine, and so would Glasgow shipyard. They would take the flame, and we could actually make quite a lot of money on this. The current offer is payment unit 1448 and a signing bonus of 224,000. The submission deadline is 9/21. I actually never did this. You will need 59 of these engines, and it would run for 20 months. Free defaults. Chassis. Are you joking? Experimental stock. Oh, I think this is an experiment. I don't think that's probably a bug in racing. Okay, never mind. So yeah, as we grow bigger, we actually start seeing some expansions here and there. Okay, so let's look at our sales. We need to start going. Anything here? Nope. So we have missed Julia's, 123 sales of Julia. So I think we could boost those up. So let's go with 180 here. And we're producing Julia's in Pittsburgh. That's maxed out. Okay, production is unoptimized here, so let's go 180 as well. That should help. We missed some sales on Vlado. Tires are looking good. And it's about it. I don't know what to do with the Vlado 1911. I don't know how to get them back in there. Modify vehicle. Show discontinued vehicles. Vlado 1911. Okay, I'll restore the model. And Natalia 1911. Okay. Natalia 1911. Would that allow me now to sell them? Yes, okay. So let's sell these for 2,500 and Vlados for 3,500. Let's see what that's gonna do. We sold some, very few. Cash flow is 1.9 million plus one-time expenses of 1.5 million. So we're actually doing good. I'm gonna drop the prices on Vlado and Julie, on Vlado and Natalia. Wait, branches, because we want to get rid of them. So I'll start selling them for 230 and 330. Okay, so you need to restore the vehicles to be able to sell them. Taxes 3 million. We saw positive cash flow still. Construction, we're building something. Warranties, we're researching. That's decent. Actually, one question that I have, did I deal with the marketing? Yeah, I did. Okay. I think with this kind of money, we might actually... Well, we're selling more cars than we can produce, so it's actually no reason... Oh, there's a fight in Moscow. That's true. The Polish invasion of Russia is happening right now. Where is the war? Conflicts. Yeah. So there's still conflict raging there. Okay. And let's do one more turn, and I'm gonna call it a day here. And we didn't sell any Vlados. We sold 8 Natalias. Okay, 3,420,000. So I'm gonna end this episode by increasing the budget for our research teams because we want them to get better. So let's go with 26,000. 26,000. Oh, what if we want 45? We do have the money. Okay, let's go for the 8. That should be good. For the 7. For this. Oh, this one needs more. For the 7. Okay, 0.4. Vehicle research team for the 7. Okay, so these are doing good, but this one needs more. What if I want 47? Okay. Yeah, and we're getting some more cylinders here. 4670. Damn. Okay, well, we're doing good. So, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode where we continue the story of Republic Motors.